Hello and welcome. Although I shouldn't be on Knieskoppsheim, I am on Knieskoppsheim, as you can see, because we have stuff to do. Yeah, we have. I've loaded a couple of packs from the Red Barn pack and another. Yeah, the modders that actually do take into consideration. Right, let's leave that here. Do take into consideration the growth of the animals. Yeah, as in like yeah, there's one that particularly the farm. It's not farm pack, farm. It is. It's. Oh, I can't remember exactly. Chumpy farmer. Yeah. I was looking at the storage for the food and stuff like that. Reasonable, but you need to. I mean, we can't. Well, no, because of course we're selling the one we've got, so we will be able to afford a reasonable one. Definitely, but it is the most pressing thing we've got, and obviously we're at that point where our animals are going to grow, and also I probably will buy some more, but I'm not going to do that if I've got to shift them, and the storage on that is now already, with only the 40 odd that we had, it's already becoming a bit of a problem. So if we went up to the 140, I think it is, we would be feeding our animals 2 or 3 times during the night and all sorts of things, which I've had with a few other mods as well. So you've got to see how things go, get a feel for the mods, and yeah, really, if it's not going to work, then you've got to move quickly. You have, and going forwards, paying attention to that type of thing. As I said, and I'm not calling Roller Christie either. The My Cow Pasture, which is my absolute favourite to date, and I've used it on lots of Let's Plays. Even that, when you're at 490 plus at the very top, and your animals are all adults, yeah, you do need to feed your animals first thing in the morning and last thing at night. I think the water and that just lasts, yeah, just lasts till the morning. Oh, I've not bought the. We're gonna have to lease a Wally. Yeah, I've not bought the. Yeah, I shouldn't really be on Knieskoppsheim, but hang on a minute. I thought we'd. Oh, please don't tell me that. Did I not? Oh, please don't tell me that it's like somewhere else. Oh, where is it? I didn't think we'd done anything. Oh, did I? Oh, did I have it? Right, we said show on the map. Where is it? Well, I can't see it. Okay, then in that case we are going to have to do this the old-fashioned way and switch off a few things, so all we can see is, yeah, we need to switch off the triggers. Actually, I've got to be honest, the game has improved on that over the years. Loading stations, tip stations, and productions. Okay, let's switch that. Let's tell it to flash again. Select and show on map. We should at least see the green beam of light, really. Right, okay, well, this is interesting. Well, that is interesting. Okay, I cannot for the life of me see anything. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh no, that was the white of that. That is really strange. No, I cannot see anything at all. Okay, in that case, let's just make sure. I know I haven't. I know the last time we were using stuff it was here, so let's just reset that. Oh no, you can't do. Oh, how can you reset something that you can't see? Okay, let's switch off everything rather than. Is it going to be classed as a? Well, I can't see that. There seems to be another problem with the map. Okay, then in that case we will we'll have to give ourselves the money back and try and lease again. Let's try that again on camera, and we will give ourselves the money back twice. We're going to try to do it again. We're going to need to return that one first. I wonder if it's because you did it and then saved the game. That's bizarre. I don't know whether that's... Right, so we want to give ourselves 3442 back, because we'd already paid for it. 3442 back in the bank. I'm only paying for it once, and we also need to lease a dolly. Yeah, I really wanted to get this done. It was sort of playing on my mind, so we're only leasing it because we've already got one. Can't believe we're doing this. Right. Yeah, I just wanted to get this done. I was really looking forward to this, to getting it finished, really. I looked at... Oh, and the other thing is, yeah, Foo Farmers that I said was wrong. There is no fault on it. I read very carefully on the mod hub what it said, and it's something about you can get the manure from the same place as the slurry from the post. So I think you have to go with a dry thing, and basically that will then select manure. Oh, I thought I got that. Yeah, then it will select the manure as well as the slurry, which is quite innovative. So yeah, I thought it was because it was brand new there was a mistake with it, and there is no such mistake, so I will be giving that. Again, that's not going to fit with what we want to do here. It's got to be more of a barn type than it has an open pasture. But going forwards, that definitely will be featuring... Well, it was my absolute favourite in FS19 on Greenwich Valley is the one that I always forget. That was my absolute favourite English map. Sudbury Meadows, as I say, that was a special one to me as well. It was the very first map that I gelled with. Again, it was one that won a competition many years ago, and I think the modder that did it long since stopped doing anything to it. They won the competition, I think, then that was it. I don't think there are any updates. Well, as long as I've been playing FS, from FS19, there was no updates for it at all. Oh no, there may have been initially. I vaguely remember. Oh no, I think it was because I edited the map. That always tells you you've got an update, and then it actually loads the original one off the mod hub. So no, it wouldn't have been that. That was in my days of editing maps, which I haven't done at all in FS22. No, I've long since given up on the letting the modders, if they wish something to be. I mean, I will fight... And Neverland, it's the one thing that the only real gripe I've got is the fact that you can't chop the trees down in the top. We've got like 3 farmyards, but Rastaman has been so generous that, you know, I'm not really going to complain. I can well live without cutting the trees down for that thing. It's just, I don't see the point. It's just a little bit strange on Neverland, the fact that, yeah, there's a couple of things that, again, and it's design. Rastaman's allowed to do what he likes. I thought it's strange that the repair point repaired your vehicles and you had to be on the roads to repair it. That one I couldn't understand. But again, it doesn't matter that I don't understand it. It matters that it's Rastaman's vision and it's a cracking map. It is. I do love it. So yeah, a bit like GB modding. Six Ashes was my absolute favourite. Attingham, I played it a few times, and I think I compared it to Six Ashes, and Six Ashes in my opinion was just an absolutely amazing map. And Attingham, yeah, I don't know. I don't know whether I compared it to Six Ashes, but Six Ashes was special. So is Attingham, but it just, like we've all got favourites, my personal favourite out of the two was definitely Six Ashes. It was, in my opinion, very special. Right, now then, can I remember where on earth? I think it was here. I think we're going to need to move the, yeah. That's why I had actually got that ready. I was going to go with that. Now, why is that not lifting that? Yeah, I was going to go with that, obviously. And I obviously changed my mind. Or, more appropriately, totally forgot is more like the truth. Yeah. Oh, did that? I think it was a bit of grass that we probably missed. Yeah, when the grass was coming out of the ground because of the samurai. Yeah, very, very strange. We've not had any such things with the Joskin, but then the Joskin doesn't burst bags. I swear it's got something to do with when it bursts bags, it does something strange to the ground layer. I'm sure it is that. Right, so we should. I think it's this back door. I think I'm right. I might be wrong. Oh no, I am right for once. Right. Huh? Ah. Do I need to undo it? And is it the fact that... Ugh. Oh, please don't tell me there's some weirdness with the animals. What? Since when have we not got any animals? What is that about? Oh my life. So whatever the weirdness was with the Micheletto, did I actually load that? And that's why I can't remember at the very end of the oh, that's ridiculous. No, we sold from the menu the male calves, I remember, but oh, you mean we've just... Right, I'm going to just reload the game because this is really strange, and I'm not going to tick the two things that I've... Oh, have I saved it since? No, I haven't. I'm going to not load the two things and just see what happens because this is very strange. So I'm going to see you in a few minutes. Hello and welcome. Right, I have actually got them all loaded already. So somehow this disappeared in when I added those other animal enclosures. So that makes you wonder if there's one of the new ones that does something. It's weird how animal enclosures can affect things because normally it's only script-based mods. I don't, but yeah, they're definitely. All I've done is reloaded the game and not loaded those ones in, and lo and behold, we have our animals. So it looks like we are going to have to... Right, the other thing is we are going to have to take the manure thing as well. Right, let's have a look. We might need to... Yeah, we need to move stuff. Let's actually shift some stuff. I was going to tab then. What else? I was really seriously going to tab. Oh, yeah. That's a bit strange. Yeah, I really have been looking forward to this. I will link the other one as well because there is obviously something in one of the mods that I've... The red barn pack or something that's just not like in... Right, we need to shift everything out of the way that we've got, which is those two. And is there anything at the back? I think we'd move the milk tanker out. Oh, no, I didn't grab it. I thought I had, I hadn't. Fantastic. Let's have a look. Let's zip round. Yeah, so I've got to try and find something that footprint, and it's got to be a Barney type one, not like a pasture one really. It has. So we're going to need to shift this. We've got the animals in the thing, and we also need to get rid of the... Well, not necessarily. Yeah, we can see if we can leave that. Although no, I think that's going to be difficult to place that. We shall see. Yeah. Now, obviously, if this doesn't work out, I'm going to put that. I'm going to reload the game. I am not. Oh, we can actually get that bit, that lump of. We can the bit where I actually. Right, let's grab that while we've got an opportunity. Yeah, that's the lump where I said I'd dropped it in and I'd never get it back. Well, we have an opportunity to grab that right now, so let's do it. Yeah, because we're not going to get another opportunity like this, and then we're going to literally place. A new cow place, definitely, yeah. As I said, well, no, I've already said it. I'm not going to go over the same again. Yeah, it is a shame as well. I had a chicken place on Avon Valley, and the first one I placed, it was fantastic. Got loads and loads of space for lots. Wow. For right, let's just tip this on the ground well over here. Yeah, got loads of room for them, but there was not enough food. I needed to feed them every 2 or 3 hours, which was obviously untenable. He would have had to wake up in the night 3 or 4 times to actually make it work. So again, it's part of really the there's no point in doing like just extending the numbers if you're not going to extend the storage. I know it is really playing with XML files, but yeah, I mean, bottom line is if you don't play those XML files in real life, your animals would starve, and that's just, you're not going to do that, are you? So yeah, I had to rip it off. It's a shame because it's such a shame when a modder goes to the extent of doing something like that and then it's not practical. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to have a go. Yeah, I mean the roller crystal one that I quoted, it is still my favourite. Had nothing that's ever ousted that. But again, it isn't perfect, but I can live with its imperfections. It certainly is darn good, and I'm still not going to just suddenly like think, no. It's the Brazilian one that I tried. Now that was very, yeah, that one you couldn't get away with. Let me concentrate on this. Ah, so that is quite interesting. So that's, yeah, you can actually see the animals. Cows. Yeah, now this is, yeah, the choices that we've got are this, because there's a lot with like corrals, whereas this was a Barney type one. So yeah, and obviously we're limited because we've got 232,000. Now this was one I think I liked. Yeah, I don't want to go big either. No, I don't want to go big. Well, do I really care about that it comes out into the yard more? One thing I am going to have to do though is, as I often say, is actually switch the zone markers on. It does make perfect sense. I always forget this until I open it up, and then I remember that I should have remembered the interactive zone markers. One of these days it will actually, yeah, it will compute. So we could stick that one in. That is an option. And again, I don't want to be going massive. I don't want to be doing, well, 200 I think will be my upper limit. Yeah, I've got to say that. I would be prepared to go to that. 30, 60, is it that one I like? That's a 300er. But there's a smaller one. I think this is a 200. This is, yeah, no, this is the one I did have. I think on, no, it's, I think the other one, the bigger one. This is the one I had on Silver Run. Yeah, because I remember the thing. This is the smaller brother, but would be perfect for us. But again, it's still very large. It's still not going to work. 80. It's a little bit smaller than I didn't. This one here was one I looked at earlier. Yes. Now that is a definite. Now, do we do this the other way? That's going to be the dirty end. Would that not be perfect, this end, really? Isn't this the one I had on Stone Valley? I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. I've not had this since Stone Valley. It's a fantastic mod. It really is. So that one's my favourite so far. Yeah, so that one's in the running. That one's too expensive, even though it might be fantastic. That's definitely too expensive. 145 is almost perfect, but again is oh no, it's not actually. Fence that's free range cow barn. Now, does that mean it's got posts where you, it does. So, well, no, there's enough room on the yard for us to be able to do that. Actually, we could do that like so, and that would actually do 145, exactly the same. And it'd be a more. Would it be better the other way around? That's the slurry end, and that's the animal end. So we could go that away. That would work. Probably the best of all. So there's that one. It would really, yeah, that's not going to fit, not quite as much as I want it to. Garage with cow barn, 50. Hessian's small. Large cow shed, 2/3. I did like. Oh, yeah, I did like this one, but do you know, it's a bit big. That's my favourite, but it is big, and it would literally, yeah. It does go to show how big this place is, though, because that's bigger than I thought. Yeah, this is. I love this, but you can see, obviously, open cow pasture. I need a field, really, to do it properly, to do it justice. Self-made, I've had. It's a little small. 220,000, it's 45, and again that's open cow pasture. So far so far, this is the Omatana one, isn't it? Yeah, that is it. So it looks like we have got only one in the running, and that is that actually will fit with our designs, which is yeah, there were some others. Do I save it again now, like that, with that gone, and see if it was anything to do with the building? Because we've got the animals right now. Save the game. We're going to go out again. If it does it this time, we're going to have that one, no matter what. Definitely. So I'm going to see you shortly. Right, I have just put the one that I really wanted, the farm pack, or the by Chumpy Farmer, and that one has actually kept that there. Whether it was anything to do with the barn, I think this one is the one that I thought was going to suit. I had a good look at dinner time, just to see if I could, yeah, find one that would actually sort of suit us. Would be perfect, and it is a Barney type one, cow farm pack. Isn't this the one? No, we had this one already. Yeah, that is by. Oh, I did know as well. Cowshed pack. No, it's F. It begins with farm cow barns. These two here. Yeah, now one of them is massive. That one there's a 550 odd. This one's a 250, which is a little bit bigger than I thought, but it's oh yeah, it's big, but it's not much bigger than the one we had really. Now we have so animals, no idea. It looked good on the pictures. It's completely different colours, but and I don't know which end. Yeah, I think this, you need a manure and a slurry point. I think this was the one. They're the two. One of them said it needed, like, but the storage for food and that was quite astronomical, and that's what I was going with. That's the only reason I wanted to get rid of the other one. I didn't want to get rid of it at all, but yes. Right, and so what we're going to do is we're going to save the game. Now we know that that's good. And we're going to place it, and if it's not, yeah, if it's the wrong way round, because, yeah, I can't see which end is which, and it is important really, so let's try that once more. And if it's wrong, we're definitely going for that one, and that's the animal end, but that doesn't really prove anything. We can't actually see. Yeah, we'll put it down, have a look, and then we shall see if we've gone the right or the wrong end. Now then, let's have a look. We really need to look sideways as well to see. Oh, its footprint isn't much bigger than the original. No, not really. Let's just make sure we're not on the manure. Yes, we've got plenty of room. It doesn't look too odd. In fact, let's try to grab that where the apron of the original is, so it doesn't look silly, the concretes. Got to put that in V mode. I think it's because it's on the... Right, let's have a look. No, I don't want to be. I want to have a look. Let's open these doors. So that should now be linked with that. Cow barn 250, it is. Brilliant. Not all of these doors may open, but that one does. Fantastic. So does that one. Aha, brilliant. So this is where we put everything in. I do believe it was automatic water, like almost all of them, like our old one was as well, actually. So, well, does it need a milk thing? It might have been everything this one needed. Yeah, I think it probably was. So we don't need to buy the animals. So I believe we're going to need to buy a slurry tank as well. Let's have a look. No, wait, let's put the animals in and see what it says. 0 out of 0 litres. I do think I'm right. Yeah, we need to stick the animals in, which I've just seen and just gone totally past. Right, let's take this round the back and drop our animals in. And I'm almost sure we need to say it's so reasonable because you've still got to buy more stuff, and obviously it is fantastic. But I wanted another barn type one, and yeah, it's bigger than I would have liked to have gone, but it is what it is. But yeah, by the time we finish with the slurry type things, let's do this properly. Let's open that up. And let's also open the door, as if we are really letting our animals. If, of course, it does do that. They don't all work, do they, like that? No, that one doesn't work like that. So we've got to be as realistic as we can be. Open animal dialogue and select 20. Move to husbandry, yes. Calves, select. Yeah, it was 7. Move to husbandry, yes. So 27 females, obviously, yeah, some that are. That's it. Now we need to look at our animals, and no, I am on the right one. I just can't see animals. It's not gone high enough. That's all. I was panicking then, thinking, what? So slurry, no litres. So that doesn't mean that it hasn't got storage. Surely it does. capacity says no litres. But that doesn't mean it hasn't got. Well, I hope it has, because I don't know of a way to actually add storage for food. Now that's the one thing that is a little bit annoying, and that is the facts. Yeah, we'll run this to the shop. No, we won't. We'll run it outside and we'll ask the shop to come and fetch it. Yeah, and then we're going to grab some food and stick that in. What is that? Yeah, I just wanted to centre on this because I thought it was really important. Right. I've not left that in the best of positions. Is that silage? I think it is. Isn't it the silage that we got, or is it TMR? Did we? Silage. It's what we got left. Now, can we stick silage into the Omatana? I know we've got the grass together as well, but this is more about the animals. It really is. We're not going anywhere. The month of June isn't going anywhere. No, I'm leaving the interactive zone markers on. I have put it to euros. I did notice. I thought you've still got on pounds. Right, let's get some TMR in and see if it says storage, because if it doesn't, then yeah, I've never known how to increase the storage of food for animals. Yeah, I also did notice as I came in that the is it the hay and forage or foraging? Yeah, there's that new pack that's dropped that I've totally don't remember what it's called. Let's give the shop a ring and ask them to come and fetch that. Without doing it visibly, that is. Right, so then, TMR. Right, TMR. Now then, yeah, we're going to do a full 70 ton. We can stick it straight in there if push comes to shove. I was just thinking, I didn't wash it, but then it was silage, so this is very little difference to silage and TMR really. It's a constituent part. So, right, yeah, we are pushing against that. Let's go straight through then. I love this for this type of thing. This is my favourite animal one really, because it's a push. Oh. Was that an animal in the middle? It was indeed. Aha. Yeah, so it has. Now the important thing is has it got slurry? We know we've got a manure pit, but does it need a slurry point? I'm sure it does. Sure it does. Wow, it's got an awful lot of storage, and that's what I liked about it. This is not running out of storage anytime soon. Right, so TMR 100% effectiveness. Want some straw. So we've got storages for that. Yeah, we will do something about that as well. Yeah, I'm not having that. Obviously that's a mess. It is. Straw. If we might actually buy some more animals as well, actually. No, that's not quite work. Oh, no, that's... Let's just go forwards and reverse. Yeah, I remember we only had 30 tons, didn't we, for the old straw. That's it, that's not bad. Yes, I don't really care. Oh no, it is in. It's just, it always does that thing, doesn't it? We're going to try 70 because I'm sure this has got a fantastic, yeah, whoever did this really serious, and Chumpy Farmer. Yeah, it was. Yeah, whoever did it really seriously thought about future-proofing it, which I really like that. I've had so many modded sort of things for chickens and all sorts of stuff, even cows where... Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's new as well, so yeah, this is probably going to get fixed at some point as well. That's fantastic. Now that looks about 500,000 storage, and I would say the others is probably 10 times that, probably 750,000 to 1,000,000. So it makes us look like we're doing terribly. Now, has it got milk storage? Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to pause the game, and I'm going to stop recording, and I'm going to come back in a minute when I know a little bit more. So I'm going to see you shortly. Right, I was right, totally right. Yeah, it's got storage for straw and all the rest of it. 450 tonnes for straw, 750 tonnes for food, and it does need an external thing for milk, and it does need an external thing for manure, which we've got, and it does need an external tank for slurry. So we're going to have to buy all of those. So milk. So yeah, this is a new for me, because I think I've always had things that actually had them with it. Apart from, I think, the slurry, I think I put an extension in one time. Yeah, so let's have a quick look. Yeah. Extension tank. Now, does that increases the storage or capacity of your liquid manure? It must be placed near your barns or liquid manure tanks. So does that mean, do I need a... Yeah, is it... I always get confused about this. You know, with not doing this very often. Really do. I've got to be honest. Yeah, see, that's a liquid manure tank. So that, to me, is a tank. Whereas the other says it's an extension, but then looks identical. So I just don't know whether you can place the other one on it. I suppose, well, we could test this theory out, couldn't we? Yes, we've got the Bavaria. I love that. I think that's amazing. Let's have a look. Is there any more? Are there any more? Yeah, because the ones... I'm sure there's ones where you can bury them in the ground. Where it's just, yeah, the hidden tank. That's the slurry trader. In-ground liquid manure tanks. I don't know that that's quite what you thought it was. No, that's smaller. No, that's not really what that's about. Manure bunker. Slurry and manure pack mod. Liquid manure tank. Ooh, now that's not bad. Yeah, that's going to be... do we stick the two together? Is there a slightly... Ah, that's manure and slurry dealer pack. Old manure heap. Old manure heap. Self-made cow shed mod. Come on, there's got to be one. Oh, that's the new one from the Bavarian pack by Bernie CS. I don't understand what the difference... Because there's two Bernie... I think it's the same Bernie, but... Ah, slurry pit mod. Oh, to store liquids. Yeah, but it doesn't tell you how much. Ah, but that does. Now, these are used to store. Well, yeah, it is true. Slurry pit. Ah, so I think you... No, it does say to store. But I don't think it's what I think. I don't think joins to a thing. I think, if I'm honest, I think what that really means for bulk materials or liquids. Universal underfloor liquid storage system. Single fruit. Only one liquid can be stored at a time. 1,000,000. We have, well, we haven't got 100,000. No, this is true actually. I need to take another loan out. Is it under containers? Yeah. Well, let's have a good look. That meant funny that I'm sure there's other people watching that is the same as myself. Liquid storage tank with different products. So wouldn't that do for the milk? That's what I'm thinking. Bavarian water. Seed. Now liquids and are filled with, yeah. Whereas these I think are tanks. That's supply. Fertilizer, liquid. Yeah, now they're... Yeah, it filled with. I know, but yeah, this is what confuses me really, if I'm honest. Buying silo for liquid. Buying silo. Buying. No cardboard. Rayback. Silo containers. Seeds. Diesel. Water. Liquid fertilizer. Herbicide. So it's not that, so it's got to be silo extensions. We're going to try what, underfloor storage for bulk. 30,000. Oh, well, let's try it. Yeah, let's try it. That's all I'm going to say. If it doesn't actually work, then it doesn't work, does it? Simple as. That's going to look odd. Right, and if it doesn't, we'll give it. Well, we'll be able to see. Now then, how can we? Will it show storage if it works? Slurry no litres doesn't mean it's not can't do it there. Milk no litres, but then again that doesn't mean it's not done it either. So we also need a container. We're going to try one of the liquid ones. I didn't see anything about. I think I'm overcomplicating this, as I frequently do. I think one of these liquid storagey type ones. Storage tank grey with different products. Storage tank green. Ah, but that's can be filled. Yeah, I just earth fruits. Yeah, apologies for this, but I want to get it right, even though we're probably going to have to speed time up just to see placeable slurry trader, Knieskoppsheim, silo, liquid storage mod, storage silo for liquids of all things. It's exactly the same as the others though, isn't it? Well, all I'm going to say is we're going to try it. Yeah, we've got nothing. Yeah, let's stick this at this end. Might be totally wrong. I suppose what we could do is we've not saved this. Did we save this? We could save it now. And then we can load it at this point, which is really the way you're supposed to do this when you do this anyway. So I've only lost the 30,000 for that, the slurry one, if this doesn't work. So now let's try that again. Where was it? And yeah, the liquid storage. Let's just see if this does. Let's put this in V mode. Like that, it's quite snugly against the side of that, and level like so. Right, okay then, so what we're going to need to do now is we've fed them, we've got straw, so that means that if we just speed the time, we can load it back to that point once we know whether this is or is not working. Yeah, because we know we've got storage for slurry, for straw, we know we've got storage for food, but we don't know anything else other than that one thing. So let's speed time at 360 and see if we get anything appear in the manure pit. And also if we get anything appear in the slurry, which that will show, that will actually literally show. Yeah, well the manure's working. And the slurry is too. As is the milk. Fantastic. It is. See, I am overcomplicating it then. It is as simple as that. Wow. Amazing. We are absolutely done. Right, do we increase our herd now that we have this unique opportunity? now that we know we're actually alright. Not massively, yeah, it's a shame about this, it really is, but... Oh, no, we ought to be down here, isn't it? It's here. Yeah, where the big open animal dialogue box is. So we've got Holsteins. I'm going to go for the biggies. And we're going to take up to 50. Leave our 7 little calves as well. Do we do that? I think that's enough if I'm honest. Select. So that's 27, 23 we want. Yeah, and I know we've got the 7. What are you doing? Leave. Oh. Why does it jump straight up to... I think I must have kept my finger on right, and then it jumps up in increments. 23. Yep, buy. Yes. Which leaves us 73,000. Let's shut the... zone markers off, and it was what jobs did we have to do? I know we were on about, yeah, we've got to grab the grass in. I said I was going to manually chop this. Yeah, which is why we've left this here. And now, yeah, let's get stuck in then.